Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to have a walk and chat about doing a digital detox. Let's get started. I wanted to do this video because every once in a while I have to do a digital detox. And that's basically, deciding how much media I'm going to take in one day. Sometimes we can get overwhelmed with so many communications coming in from our cell phones, and there's so many ways to receive those. You have the emails, you have WhatsApp, you have your regular texting, you have voicemails, and a lot of times I find that I kind of reach my limit on that, and it becomes hard to then focus on my job and other things that I have to do because I'm fielding so much communication per day. Now, in the old days before cell phones, remember how when you went to work, you went to work. You were at work, your attention was on your work, and then you came home and you pushed your message machine and you picked up messages from your family or friends or neighbors or coworkers. Okay, so I have to call so-and-so back and I have to do this, but you were given some time to be able to do that, and it wasn't like in a rushed fashion, and you didn't have to you didn't have to pull your attention off of what you need to do and have to do. To do that, you could basically compartmentalize it and separate it from the other communications. So when you were at work, you were at work, and you talked to your coworkers and you talked to your clients and you talked to your customers and you did your job. But then there's comments, there's looking at YouTube, there's Twitter. You have all of these avenues at which communication is coming and going. What I find for me is that it takes my attention off of the things that I need my attention on. And even if that attention is being put towards a moment for myself so that I can recharge my batteries, And in the case of Twitter, it's not dire at all. It's just communication that you're looking at, that you're just going, oh, look at what so-and-so said about this, or let's see what the response is on that, or something like that. And so a lot of the time what happens is one can get caught up in all of that communication and then not have a priority list in life of okay, my family is important to me, the time I spend with them is important to me, and doing a good job when I'm at work is important to me. So you don't have to let it become a problem. You can definitely turn off your phone. There's lots of things you can do to mitigate the situation so that your attention will be where it needs to be. And I've noticed that even when I'm out walking around town, there'll be people and they're just on their cell phones. They're looking down at their cell phones. They're walking across the street looking at their cell phones, and they're not paying attention to where they're going or who's around them or what's going on. And I think at that point, it becomes so much of your attention is in this world that isn't here. You're like right now, I'm standing here on this street, and right now there is trees behind me, and there's a fence over here, and I'll turn the camera around, show you what I'm looking at, and we have the street, and we have the cars, and we're looking, and we're here, and I'm enjoying a walk down the street. And so when you're on your cell phone, none of this is being experienced. You're basically experiencing something that's not even in this space. So what it does is it takes you out of the present, puts you more in your mind, and you're not actually in the present. And so things can suffer in your life. Those connections that you have do not get the attention, your full attention. You've got this thing over here, and then this thing over here, and then somebody throws you another thing and another thing. And if you can imagine standing in a baseball field and having balls coming at you from all different directions at the same time, it's hard then to put your attention fully onto something and do a good job of it. And so it's super duper important. And then things get put to the wayside. So what I have done is I have done a digital detox from time to time. And so that's why I wanted to do this video. I just wanted to talk about that. And maybe that helps you a little bit. And that, when I say digital detox, I mean computer, I mean TV, I mean tablet, I mean every source that's electronic that will take time from you and away from you and will take your attention off of the things that you want to do and accomplish. And so it's important to control those factors, and that will give you the ability then to choose how you're spending your time, what you're spending your time on, and doing those things more fully and more completely. Sure, we've all had a situation where we were on our computer or something and we started looking at stuff, and the next thing you know, it's an hour has gone by and we've been sitting there reading all of the posts on Facebook or something, and we have not done our laundry, we have not grocery shopped, and we have not given our family the time that they need, you know, listening to them, sitting down with them, you know, eating a good meal. It's rush, 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 go, 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 so many things to do, and it just will suck the life out of you. It will. So I control it and I regulate it, and it's helped me a lot to do so, and I hope it does. Thank you so much for watching. As always, click subscribe if you'd like to see more of my videos. Click like if you like this content, and we'll catch you next time. Bye. Or. Usually there's like 50 of them out here. Just one?